Good morning, welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Time for an album review. I recently bought this album, Dream Troll's new album, Realm of the Tormentor. Here's the physical digipack. I bought this from the band themselves. I really like these guys. I love their last album, Second to None. Absolutely awesome. Here's the cover again. You can see it there anyway. Here's a review for the album. I've listened to it 3 or 4 times now. The 2 lead singles I reacted to anyway. They released 2 singles. It's only a 6-tracker. It's very short. 34 minutes. The length is not bad because the songs are sort of drawn out. So the length is not bad, but could have done with one more song, possibly 2 more songs, but it is what it is. So let's have a little review of the album. There's 5 members in the band: Paul Thornton on bass, Matt Baldwinson on guitars, Simon Blakelock on drums, Paul Carter guitars, and the new singer Ash Elliott. So the album opens with The Tormentor. It's the lead single on the album. I reacted to this one. It's got the typical Dream Tröll type of riff that they like to use a lot. The stop-start riff, melodic, but lots of gaps in between the string hits. It's a trait of theirs. They use it a lot. Great bass in this song. The bass is great throughout. A lot of clear sound for the bass, a lot of clear airspace, so you can hear the bass lines very well. New singer Ash, he comes into his own. I saw him live with the band. It's one of the last gigs I saw before the lockdown last year. One of the last gigs in February in London. I was a massive fan of the previous singer, and when the new singer took over, I was like, yeah, he's okay, but I don't know, he's completely won me over. He really came into his own on this recorded output. I love the guitar solo in this song at 3 minutes 30. That is a killer solo. This is a great opener. I like the chanting, backing vocals. Just a great start for the album. 9 out of 10 for this song. Track 2 is She Got the Devil Inside. It's another great upbeat start. A catchy melody in the verses. Again, the good use of shouted backing vocals. They like using that a lot. They use that throughout the songs. Superb little bass interventions again, as in the first song. The chorus is really catchy, as it sort of repeated a bit later on. The first time you hear it, you might be a little bit so-so on it, but then with repetition, it starts to work its way into your good books. The solo is really nice on this one, backed by a groovy bass line. This is a fun and cool track. 8.5 out of 10. Track 3 is Winner Takes Nothing. I also reacted to this one. It was the second single. I really like this one. The riffy start, sort of relaxed and languid as usual. No frenetic riff runs on this one. They like to chug it along. Sweet melody. It all works so well. The bass, again, awesome as usual. Quite a similar feel to The Tormentor in many ways. The backing vocals, again, you can tick box those. They're there, they're always there. Ash's voice, it goes quite high on the chorus. I really like those sort of twist on the high notes. I quite like them. Some great riffs at the 3-minute mark, and then you've got this sort of Iron Maiden melody that follows, which is really cool. I love any time a band takes influence from Iron Maiden. It always sounds cool to me. Great solo again, and then you got a nice little bit of more Maiden to follow after. Winner Takes Nothing is an awesome tune. It's almost faultless, but I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10. Track 4 is Here Comes Chaos. This one is a longer track. It's not the longest track on the album, but it's a longer track at 6 minutes 42. It's got a building vibe to it. It's got the classic Dream Tröll riff style, which they like to exploit a lot. Snappy little string hits and chugs. Great bass line. Ash Elliott again hitting some great melodies. When he sings the line, consume, control the dark eyes of your soul, that melody is great. It's a really enjoyable melody, and then you got the chorus that follows. It's the icing on the cake. It's really catchy. This song is sort of super chilled. It's got a great beat to it. It can get quite heavy as well later on. It's sort of got a pummeling section, which is not say thrash, but it's sort of got the thrash style, but it doesn't last long. They soon go chilled again and just relaxed. Just an awesome song. Here Comes Chaos. Again, hard to find fault. 9.5 out of 10. Track 5 is Watch It Burn. A sweet riff starts this one off. Believe it or not, it reminds me of The Who for like about 10-15 seconds. Some of their sort of classic 70s riffs like Won't Get Fooled Again. It doesn't last long though. It sort of goes into a more of a up-tempo riff with that famous sort of staccato style that Dream Tröll are just experts at. They utilize that style on a regular basis. Backing vocals again, all present and correct. Guitar's got a nice little dancey melody in the riffs. Chorus kicks in, which is really catchy on this one. Can't quite recall what song it reminds me of. It does remind me of a certain song. I've been racking my brains trying to remember what song that chorus sounds like, but I just can't get to it. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but it's really catchy. The chorus is probably one of the catchiest on the album, you know. Very cool song, sung brilliantly by Ash. Great tune. Again, I have to go fairly high, 9 out of 10. The last song on the album is the longest by 7 seconds, is As Death Rains from the Sky. Starts off with like a steady stabbing bass line and then guitars slowly join in. Again, that awesome, steady, jabby riff style. You know, they just love that style and it sounds so cool. It never gets old. Lots of gaps between the notes, you know, the way you hit the strings, lots of gaps to allow the riffs to breathe. Backing vocals again, all present and correct. The song builds very well. It's got rather epic. It's got a great line where Ash sings, "Rise, we rise beyond the edge of time." So cool and epic, that line, and then the melodies that follow. The tempo stays mid and pounding with the guitars not really cutting loose. This is like a call to arms type of song. It's like a battle cry type of song, or a revenge song if you want. It's more drawn out. The ending gets quite epic. It's a really cool song. I really enjoyed it. 8.5 out of 10. So my final thoughts. This is an absolutely killer album. It's very, very short. Lengthwise, yeah, it's alright. You got 30-minute albums in in history of metal. You got Slayer and so on, and quite a lot of thrash bands do shortish albums, but these guys do sort of short, longish songs, but not enough of them. So yeah, this is really good. I think their last album was a little bit longer, had more songs from memory, but the style is pretty much the same. It's just a growth in style, progression, sound. The singer changes, I fully accept it now. He's just as good as the previous singer. He fits very well. He sings clean. The lyrics are always interesting in Dream Tröll. Musicianship is a very high level. The bass from Paul Thornton, is it? Yeah, he's awesome on bass. Guitar work is on point, catchy, great solos, great riffs. I mean, I've run out of positive things to say. I don't want to kiss their ass too much, but they're just a great band. I mean, they're criminally underrated. You know, they're not really well known, even in the UK scene, UK power metal scene. They're quite small. But this is a superbly satisfying melodic heavy metal release. My average score for this album is a 9 out of 10. I just love this. I know it's very short. It's almost like a longish EP, but it's just a killer listen. I mean, I could listen to these songs over and over, no problem. So there you have it. Check out Dream Tröll's new album, Realm of the Törmentor. It's a killer. Check their previous album out as well. They're an awesome band. Give them the time of day. Stay tuned.